Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to crumble!
I'm Joshua Kemble, and welcome to Joshua Kemble's Livestream. I've been a freelance illustrator and graphic designer for over 20 years. I was an art director for 9 years. And when I'm not art directing and working on illustrations and graphic designs, I'm working on comic books and graphic novels, and that's usually what I do during my streams. And while conversations can go all over the place on this stream, from spicy and entertaining to goofy and silly, one thing stays consistent throughout every stream. I'll always be working on art. So pull up a chair, get your art supplies out, and get ready for an entertaining show that'll keep you company while you work on your own personal art projects. This is Joshua Kemble's Art Stream. All right, guys. Welcome to my live stream. I have some good news. I finished my latest solo album, and it's uploaded and processing. So it's going to be called Stumbling Blindly Onto the Road. And I will probably play a preview of the whole unmastered album. And then if you want to hear the mastered album, which will obviously sound 10 billion times better, let me organize it real quick before I play some of these. But if you want to hear the full mastered version, you will want to hyper follow. So if you look below in the show links, right below the first album listed, it's got a link to the hyper follow down there, and you can follow the release on Spotify. And hey, like maybe it'll give you a distraction from the impending doom that is coming for us all. Let's see here. That's a fun pitch. What's weird though is like I'm trying to see what happened here with that. There's some weird things going on with the thing. So I'm gonna adjust that real quick, and then we'll get into making comics. I need to upload a couple tracks because it seems like these tracks are a little confused, and I want to make sure I'm giving you the most recent ones. So we're gonna upload those tracks. Let's see which ones was it confused about. I think it was 8 and 9. So let's get those up. And then once those have uploaded, it might take a little bit. I'll play you a whole album. Okay. Regardless, this isn't a music stream though. So let me. Oh, and also I should mention we're in episode 396 of my live stream. So what we're going to be doing today is actually we're going to be working on roughs for page 138 of Not Death But Love, The Strange Supernatural Story of Elizabeth Barrett Browning. And I'm imagining the next few days we'll be just doing a lot of roughs. That's kind of how I envision this. We'll kind of have to see how that goes. Okay. And then, the old 10. Okay, we got that. Okay, so I'm giving you the most updated unmastered tracks. And again, if you want to hear like a sneak preview of the mastered tracks, you can kind of hit the hyper follow link below. So anyhow, what was I going to say? Oh, yes. So what we're working on today is Not Death But Love, The Strange Supernatural Story of Elizabeth Barrett Browning, which is a graphic novel I'm doing for Turner Publishing, written by Lavender Vroman, and hopefully finished by me soon. So we've basically got this rooftop scene, and there's a little bit more to it. So we'll go ahead and get to the screen where we can look at that and kind of work on comping out that. So I'll probably walk through that first, and then maybe I'll preview us some music once we have everything kind of worked out to our liking. Today's been crazy though. So all weekend, I basically did all my 4 classes. I'm taking credentialing classes at the local college here. And it's weird. I haven't been back to college in like a decade. So it's interesting kind of working on a third thing. I went to college a long time ago for my BFA, early 2000s, and then 2010-ish. Uh, um, Sean Connery's favorite era of the 2000s. Um, that's that stupid tennis joke, where it's like, when does Sean? I can't even remember the bit of that joke, but it was something like, when does Sean Connery play sports in the day? And it's around 10ish. Anyhow, so that being said, I did all my artwork for not artwork, my homework for my credentialing classes. And it's weird because again, in 2010s, I got my MFA. And so I haven't been back to college in a long time. So it's been interesting to teach full course loads of high school classes and then get off work and then go straight to college to kind of take credential classes. And the homework isn't crazy hard so far, but it's very time consuming. So like on Saturday, I went over to my friend Robbie's. We pretty much finished, I think, most of the final mix for the next No Saboteurs album. Me, Robbie, and my friend Josh sat down, made final little adjustments and stuff like that. So I think that's coming pretty soon, which I'm really excited about. So we were in the studio from that's Lost Woods Studio. We were there from like 12 to 4, and then from there, I went home like 4 p.m. and then from 4 to like 3 in the morning, I did homework. I also did my workout, which was good, and a little bit of work on comics. And then today, basically, I spent most of the morning kind of recovering from being up till 3, and then working and finishing up the last bit of homework. I finished that around 4, and then from there, I basically have been just kind of doing catch up work on everything. So today, what like right now is basically I'm going to try to get in an hour or so, and just rough 1 page. That's my expectation for the night. So we're doing a night gang, hanging out, doing work, and I plan on getting it accomplished. And we'll see how that goes. But not planning on going longer than an hour. But anyhow, it's been busy. It's been crazy, and I feel like I got a lot accomplished because I also spent the 15 minutes a day doing music, which means I wrapped song 10 for the next solo album, and now I'm able to do comics and stuff. So it's been a really productive week and weekend. It's been very challenging, and I'm excited about next week and what that's going to bring later today. But that being said, it's like midnight, so let's get into doing our roughs. So here is basically my template. So what I like to do is I'll set up a page. I have my pages set up with bleed for left and right pages. And what I'll do is basically use the previous like odd or even page. If I'm on an odd or an even page, copy it and kind of make a new copy, so that I don't have to reinvent the wheel when it comes to all the bleed and stuff like that on the page. So what I've got here is the previous page for 136, and then I've made a copy of it and made it 138. What I have to do now before I get into so that's what you're seeing over here, and then down here is the script, the section of the script that I have to rough out. So we'll kind of get into it. What I want to do first, though, is I want to grab the rough of the previous page just so that I can have a better idea of like what sequence we're kind of working from here. And I might even grab the rough from page 130 7 as well, just so we have a clear vision of like what's happening in the scene. And also I don't have to pull up reference or anything like that for new pages and stuff like that. If you are watching this, which I don't know why you would be, it's midnight on a on a Monday morning, I guess I should say. Hopefully you're working on projects yourself. So this is me opening the set of roughs for page 137. And then I'm going to kind of go ahead and make this a spread so I can kind of see where are we at on this page before we kind of get into roughing it. Okay. And let's, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to merge this down so that this is a full spread so we can see what was the spread. Now, keep in mind, this actually isn't how the spread would look because the spread would actually be, this would actually be the second page of the spread. But this gives me an idea of just the sequence. So this page we're working on actually will be a right page from what I believe with the sequence. Okay. Anyhow, exciting. I'm excited about the new album kind of processing and stuff, and I want to play some sneak previews and stuff of that. But before we get into that, let me just save this, and then we'll start working on roughs. So, what I usually do with roughs is I'll kind of make a quick note, basically breaking down the script that we have to work with, and then kind of seeing where I can go from there, and trying to break it down into sequence so that I know how many panels I have to rough out. So that's what I'm going to do here is I'll make this called list, and then I'm going to work as quickly as possible because ideally this should take like 1 hour. We'll see. Because my goal here is to hopefully, I want to be asleep before 2, okay? Okay, so here we go. So we've got 1. It's, okay, let's read the page. Sophie helps Elizabeth rise from her seat, arm's length, and they make their way across the terrace to the small party of women sipping lemonade. She didn't mention they were sipping lemonade before. I think they were drinking tea. So, okay. So there's only 2 women, I think, that I showed on the previous page. So they're going to be walking over there. And so that's what I'm going to do. So let's do that instead. So we'll do like these 2 women here. So where they're going to move from here to here. And then these 2 women are going to be gossiping. That kind of works. Simplifies the action. It was a much smaller patio when we looked at the historical patio. And so we simplified it from a crowd scene. So this is going to be S and E B B walk to left. I'm just going to say left, 2 women. And then Sophie helping EBB. Helping is how my writing looks there. Okay. Then this is 2 will be same shot. So I might even call this wide. And then 2 will be the same shot. S and E B B. Now on left with 2 women and table looks to each other. Now this may not make a lot of sense, but that's beautiful. the thing that's great about that is it doesn't have to make sense. Like it's just it needs to make sense to me. It doesn't need to make sense to anybody else when it's just the list, right? what I'm trying to do is kind of list out, all the way that I'm going to make this page work, right? That's kind of what we're trying to do here. Let me move this a little bit too, so you guys can all see it. Okay. So we've got that. We've got that part of the list. Now the next one is, okay, gossip. There's 2 gossips. Okay. So 2 gossips. So this will be 3, 2 women gossip text. And then 4 is actually going to be 2 women gossip text. So that's what I'm going to do. So the neat thing is this page, I think we can make this work in 4 panels. What I want to do is have a nice wide shot at the top. That's going to be Sophie and Elizabeth kind of making their way to the left. The second is going to be a wide shot underneath. That's them on the other side and the women at the table kind of turning to talk. And then the last 2 will be just their conversation. So, which is great. So everything's set up. Let's get to drawing. Okay. So, I want to have this actually be a nice wide shot. So I'm going to make a new panel. I want to grab some coffee too. So let me go ahead and make this, let's just call this drawing. So I have a new layer called drawing, and I'm going to make that rough in a few seconds. So now that we have that kind of worked out, and you guys can kind of see which section we're working on the script, we're good to kind of move forward. So, okay. Let me put a trailer on real quick while I get a cup of coffee. And then we'll get into drawing, which I'm really excited about. Drawing is the funnest of fun things on the planet. Let's do a longer trailer, just so I have time to microwave. At this point, we'll probably have to microwave said coffee. So here's the trailer, Frank's Adventures at the Library. I'll be right back. This work very quickly, which is exciting. Okay.
Our heroic adventurers fought orcs, monsters, sorcerers, necromancers. Now they find themselves in front of a mystical library. What shall they find? It's all in the roll of the dice. We've come this far. There's great power behind this door. I can feel it. We just have to get past it. This door is no match for my axe. I shall chop it down. You always want to use brute strength. Why don't you try knocking? We'll try it your way. You may enter. The library is open to all those who seek knowledge. Feel free to look through our tomes. Maybe you'll find the answers you seek. I sense great power here, and it's behind those shelves. Indeed, there are powerful items hidden behind these shelves, but you can only get there through the enchanted words. Do you have those words? I believe I do.
Tremble before the Cremble.
There is great power. Look at that glove. Must be so powerful. That is not where I sense this power. I must get closer. I found them. I found the sacred manuscripts written by Joshua Kemble. Behold, I now possess 2 stories and Jacob's apartment. Please tell us more about 2 stories, and Jacob's apartment. And who is Joshua Kemble? Xeric Award-winning cartoonist Joshua Kemble is a freelance artist, graphic designer, and author. 2 Stories is a confessional graphic memoir that grapples with questions of faith, mental illness, depravity, and ultimately redemption in a fallen world. Jacob's Apartment is a coming-of-age graphic novel in the vein of Ghost Road and Fun Home. It weaves together the threads of spiritual faith, identity, purpose, love, and loss to create an engrossing world in which waking and sleeping dreams collide. You have made your choice. The passage is now closed. Wait, can I get that glove? No. Oh. All right, let's go.
All right, so I'm starting the panel. So basically what I'll do right now, just to kind of keep things interesting, I'm just going to explain what I'm drawing for the panel, and then you guys can watch the drawing while I preview the album for you. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the 2 ladies that have been sitting in page 137 at the table. They've been having a tea party. They're going to be like sitting across from each other. I'm going to draw Elizabeth and Sophie in a wide shot, like kind of midway through making their way to the other side of the terrace where there's 2 women kind of chatting by the railing. And then I believe that'll kind of get us there. And then the next panel after that will be the same shot, but the women will be kind of leaning in to talk to each other. And then Sophie and Elizabeth will have arrived at that side. So it shows like a little bit of movement, but it's kind of like a little animation trick where it's, the same shot, but just shows movement. I love using that. Chris Ware uses that all the time. I don't use it nearly as much as Chris Ware, but I love those shots where you have the same exact shot and you're showing movement. Which is like a very un-Marvel way to kind of make comics, but it's my favorite way. So okay, let me set up the music, and then I'll draw while it plays. And then if you have any questions in the chat, it's a pretty dead chat right now. It usually is at the beginning of a late night stream. Yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. So here's track 1 of stumbling drunken. Wait, what was it? What did I title this album? I should know this. I just titled it today, so I'm still learning it. Stumbling blindly onto the road. That's basically the name of this album. And here's the first track. And I hope you enjoy it.
Consumption, gotta buy, but no amount of money can provide an alibi. More money, gotta make, but no amount of money ever gets you what you take. You burn everything that we make. Production, gotta make, but no amount of labor can make all the things you take. Woo! More money, gotta spend, but no amount of spending can fulfill you in the end. Woo! You burn everything that we make. Time to flip the script on society. Stop buying and fulfill your energy. Point that should be making something. Try constructing rather than burning. Time to stop doing up junk piles. With all the crap chasing some new style. Forget who suburban clones want you to become some void of a servant. A slave to the capital market. Survival of the thick with an unjust target. Painted on the back of creators. Overthrow the system by not giving your labor. Woo! Can you start from one time I swear I saw us having fun, created from imagination. Woo! Consumption, gotta buy, but no amount of money can provide an alibi. More money, gotta make, but no amount of money ever gives you what you take. You burn everything that we make. Production, gotta make, but no amount of labor can make all the things you take. Woo! More money, gotta spend, but no amount of spending can fulfill you in the end. Woo! You burn everything that we make. Time to flip the script on society. Stop buying to fill your energy. Point that should be making something. Try constructing rather than burning. Time to stop doing up junk piles. With all the crap chasing some new style. Forget who suburban clones want you to become some void of a servant. A slave to the capital market. Survival of the thick with an unjust target. Painted on the back of creators. Overthrow the system by not giving your labor. Woo! Can we start from a time I swear I saw us having fun, created from imagination.
Okay, that was track one. What I'm working on right now is roughing out page 138. I'm drawing a long, wide panel that's going to show Sophie and Elizabeth halfway, kind of making their way across the aisle here of the patio where they're having their tea party. Okay, let's play track two. Here's track two.
Digging the dirt with a shovel, 6 feet down until the ground becomes a dead man's cocoon, wrapping around everyone we know so soon. The grave digger clocks out at noon to head to the nearest saloon. It's dirty work, but job security is at a high. Pouring a drink, the bartender is given 2 coins, a tip that joins. Corpse, grave digger, and barkeep. The digger dreams to wash away his sorrow. The grave digger leaves the saloon. The barkeep sees it's 12:30 and thinks it's dirty work, but job security is at a high. With too many times that I know, they stumble drunk into the road, blindly walking on their way to where they dig the next man's grave. coming for you and we will rest so peacefully. Yeah, we will rest so peacefully. We will rest so peacefully. We will rest so peacefully. Now walks in the bar a new patron, orders straight whiskey, making conversation. He asks the bartender's name, and then he drinks until his life feels like it's some sort of game. The bartender clocks out at 2. He's left wondering what he should do after his dirty work, but job security is at a high. Car swerves on the road, a weary driver, pedal pushed down to the ground. Suddenly strikes a man on the road. Then the car wraps around a nearby pole. The grave digger on the road dead. The bartender finds what's left of his head, then places 2 coins upon his eyes in dread. With too many times that I know, they stumble drunk into the road, blindly walking on their way to where they dig the next man's grave, marked only by a granite sign, a symbol of what's coming for you and
All right, welcome if you're just tuning in. So I'm just playing sneak previews of Stumbling Blindly to the Road, the new album that I should be uploading to Spotify within a few hours or days, and on music streaming platforms everywhere. I'm playing the unmastered version just as a preview. The mastered version will be available very shortly on all said streaming platforms. If you're curious or you like any of this music, feel free to follow it. The first link down in the show notes will actually take you to like the hyper follow where you can kind of make that happen. So here, what I'm doing is just trying to kind of get this sequence worked out. Again, this is a rough, so you don't need like perfection on these things. But what I would like is a little bit of reaction here where it's maybe her hand is on her. She's kind of taken aback, but she's still holding her tea. And then, you know, this is the Victorian tea party where everybody's seeing that Elizabeth is pretty torched on laudanum, basically. So she's going to walk over to this other side. So it's a very simple action we're going to have happen here. Just kind of working out the panel. And then this other lady here will have her her head. Okay, so let's play the trailer, or not the trailer. We'll play song 3 off of that album, just as a preview. I'm going to play through all 10 songs. So here we go.
Lost cause won't even take the food from a hand that is giving you a chance. You drive fast cars, won't even take your time for the road to get where you want to go. You never press pause, you never stop the pace, always moving on the chase, pushing people out the way. Deceleration, slow down now. Get to where you go. Slow down now. When you're a whack job, can't even read the lines or the signs that they put before your eyes. You're such a bad snob. You think you got enough information that you trust, scanning quickly through headlines. Never press pause. You never stop the pace, always moving on the chase, pushing people out the way. Deceleration, slow down now. Get to where you go. Slow down now. Shadows on slow till sundown, yeah. And light explodes, leaving shadows drifting until night engulfs us all, yeah. Shadows on slow till sundown, yeah. And light explodes, leaving shadows drifting until night engulfs us all, yeah. Shadows on slow till sundown, yeah. Light explodes, leaving shadows drifting till night engulfs us all, yeah. When you're a lost cause, won't even take the time to examine the sublime in front of you. Ooh, you got no cause. Whatever time of day, pushing people out the way to get where you wanna be. D-E-C-E-L-E-R-A, D-E-D-E-C-E-L-E-R-A, 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 just slow down now. Get to where you go. Slow down now. Well, you're a lost cause. Won't even take the food from a hand that is giving you a chance. You drive fast cars. Won't even take your time for the road to get where you want to go. You never press pause. You never stop the pace, always moving on the chase, pushing people out the way. D-E-C-E-L-E-R-A, D-E-D-E-C-E-L-E-R-A, just slow down now. Get to where you go. Slow down now.
All right, we're doing a late night stream. I am working on roughing out page 138 of Not Death But Love, The Strange Supernatural Story of Elizabeth Barrett Browning. I am planning on only doing this rough and then crashing because I've had a long, very productive weekend. I don't know if I've mentioned, but I did about a week's worth of full-time college course homework over the weekend. I teach full-time classes, and I managed to finish the mixing of our, or at least getting very close to finished on the mixing of the No Saboteurs album that my buddy and I have been working on for a year or so. And then I also managed to finish up track 10 of Stumbling Blindly onto the road, the new album by me. So the new solo album. So I'm playing a preview of that, the solo album. And managed to kick out a lot of comic pages and stuff. I feel like this week was one of those, like, man, if I could perform like I did this week, every week, I'd be a happy dude. Because I kept up my my exercise schedule, kept up my page count. I don't know. I'm sure you guys have had that too. There's occasionally times where I feel just like, man, I can't manage, getting out of bed. There's days like that. And then there's days like today where, or weeks like this week where it just seems like very productive, very good. Okay, so there's panel 1 roughed out. Let me see if I can zoom out. It's a little tough to show you guys everything with my little setup here, but that's panel 1 roughed out, right? So we have Elizabeth and Sophie in the middle. Sophie's kind of helping Elizabeth across the way. The two women at the left of the panel are kind of disturbed. And then the two women left at the table are saying, Miss Browning does not look at all well. I decided initially I was going to have it be a silent panel, but I thought it would be good to actually spread out the text a little bit so that the last little bits of dialogue are there. Okay, I think that was track. Let me play for a second. Okay, that was track 3. So here's track 4. And before I get into playing track 4, let me explain what I'm going to work on now. So now what I'm going to do is copy this exact panel because it's going to be the exact same shot, the exact same thing, but this time Elizabeth's going to be kind of more straightened out and kind of hanging out with the ladies on the left of this picture, and then the people on the right side are going to be kind of gossiping further and leaning a little closer to each other. So it'll be basically copying this and then kind of redrawing some of the faces and expressions and locations of the figures, but the background will remain exactly the same. So that being said, here's track 4, unmastered. The master will be released very soon. And if you want to find out, and if you're interested, if you want to help out, hit that first link in the show notes. That'll take you to the hyperfollow. That'll tell you once this is live on Spotify and other streaming platforms. Okay, here it is. Here's track 4.
Everyone's got a say false equivalence. Both sides comforting and ambivalent. Safe in the middle, staying neutral in a conflict. Never have to live
All right. That was track 4, sneak preview track 4 off of the new solo album that's currently loading. So it should be available pretty soon on streaming platforms everywhere. If you want to follow it, there's a first link in the thing. And what I'm doing right now is basically taking my first rough for panel 1 and then just kind of roughly working out the animation kind of movement that I'm going to have of the figures in it. Okay. Now we're going to have our track 5, and I'll keep working. And if you're listening and you have any questions or you want to just say hi, feel free to say hi in the chats. And here it is.
I want to take my time tracing the lines of your silhouette on a sheet of white. It's a desert here, and I'm a traveler. Just keep me near. I thirst for water. I wander around these desert plains, wonder how to take these pains to explain and refrain the thoughts of death that enter to my brain, seeping in like a solution through some deep desire, setting fire as the music plays. And when the music's slow, could you make the sublime? And while the music slows, can you keep with the time? And when the music dies, could you say we're never gonna die? And while the music goes, we're not ever gonna die. We're not ever gonna die. Never gonna die in the depth of terror. Never errors, short outs of the light inside. No, it's a bright flight. Rewind to the night. I thought I ought to fly like Superman off the tallest end of the building. Then slap flat like a flapjack on concrete. No time to react or have tact with what is burdening me. You see, I come from a culture that avoids the topic of death until the vultures tear at the carcasses, zip at the wounded, pretend it's a life that we run on unlimited. Try to own the board like a game of Monopoly till the music stops. Keep moving, never stop to breathe. And when the music's slow, could you make the sublime? And while the music slows, can you keep with the time? And when the music dies, could you say we're never gonna die? And while the music goes, we're not ever gonna die. We're not ever gonna die. I wanna take my time tracing the lines of your silhouette on a sheet of white. It's a desert here, and I'm a traveler. Just keep me near. I thirst for water. Never thirsty, got a canteen, goes full bleed like a page in a book from a printer. Surviving the winter that's coming, singing and humming, ignoring the evidence, cooking phrases from the prophets of old. It's an old saying, but it's gold, and the road to hell is paved with good intentions, sick inventions, technological advancement for new ways to kill. We separate the healthy from the ill, or take pills to quell the feel, then pretend that we're never gonna die. Like Elliot Smith said, I just told the biggest lie. So I wander around these desert plains, seeking water for my pain, thinking about the consequences of existence. Existential dread kicking in, thoughts that are so profound they're sinking in until the vultures Tear at the carcasses, rip at the wounded, pretend it's a life that will run on unlimited. Try to own the board like a game of Monopoly, till the music stops, keep moving, never stop to breathe. Could you make the sublime? And while the music slows, can you keep with the time? And when the music dies, could you say we're never gonna die? And while the music goes, we're not ever gonna die. We're not ever gonna die. And when the music's slow, could you make the sublime? And while the music slows, can you keep with the time? And when the music dies, would you say we're never gonna die? And while the music goes, we're not ever gonna die. We're not ever gonna die.
All right, that was track 5, sneak preview. What we're doing right now is basically just the movement that's going to be on panel 2. This is going to be a 4-panel page for page 138. We're just working on a rough right now. All I have to do now is like change the expressions of the characters on the left, on the far left, the 2, and then Sophie and Elizabeth will be more kind of situated with that group of people now. So let's get into track 6.
Well, I got a gun to my head, metaphorically, companies want me dead, empirically, put a price on my head that I can't pay, insurance cannot cover me, wrapped in the guise of freedom and a free market. They made us a target, keep us in the crosshair, made us slaves for a wage till we age out of the system. Now I got a mission, Glock in a bag, saying fuck the system. Load in a mag, 3 words written, 3 shots spitting, ruin nervous system, so no to submit. What's the audio? Taking out a CEO, powerless be powerful, replaying the video. He said he the rich, it ain't just a slogan, he said he the rich. Well, I got a gun to my head, metaphorically, companies want me dead, empirically. Emily works at a hospital, so she can help the wounded heal. And I got a hole in my head that I need healed. We cannot process your claim. It's out of network, out of mind. Staple my head, please, Emily, so I don't bleed out on the floor. Staple my head, please, Emily, so I don't bleed. Well, I got a gun to my head, metaphorically, companies want me dead, empirically, put a price on my head that I can't pay, insurance cannot cover me, wrapped in the guise of freedom and a free market. They made us a target, keep us in the crosshair, made us slaves for a wage till we age out of the system. Now I got a mission, Glock in a bag, saying fuck the system. Load in a mag, 3 words written, 3 shots spitting, ruin nervous system, say no to submission. What's the audio? Taking out a CEO, powerless be powerful, replaying the video. He He said eat the rich, it ain't just a slogan. He said eat the rich. Well, I got a gun to my head, metaphorically. Companies want me dead, empirically. Put a price on my head, and I can't pay insurance, cannot cover me. Wrapped in the guise of freedom and the free market. They made us a target, keep us in the crosshair, made us slaves for a wage, and we age out of the system. Now I got a mission, Glock in a bag, saying fuck the system. Load in a mag, 3 words written, 3 shots spitting, through a nervous system, say no to submission. What's the audio? Taking out a CEO, powerless be powerful, replaying the video. Said eat the rich, it ain't just a slogan. Taking out a CEO, powerless be powerful, replaying the video. Said eat the rich, it ain't just a slogan. Said eat the rich. Well, I got a gun to my head, metaphorically. Companies want me dead, empirically.
All right, we're working our way through the rough for panel 2 on page 138 of Not Death But Love, The Strange Supernatural Story of Elizabeth Barrett Browning. The goal is to just kind of rough out these panels and then hopefully, get some rest. That'd be good too. But it's just mild changes here of these figures that were kind of roughed out on the previous panel. And then we'll kind of get into it. But I'm also previewing the Stumble Blindly Onto the Road album that I just released, and it will be up live if you want to find out when you can listen to the fully mastered version of this album. There's a link kind of below. Other than that, just kind of hanging out getting some roughs done. Hopefully you guys are getting some work done too. Hopefully I'm keeping you company. and yeah, I was going to have her arms up in this one. Okay, cool. All right, let's play track 7. We've almost played the whole album, guys. Here it is.
You're not that crazy, and you can't change me, 'cause I'm a real animal. Got a driver in the car, gonna drive her away. You're not that crazy, and you can't change me, 'cause I'm a real animal. I'm just a real animal. A real animal.
Just know I'll take it, grab it from the tree, and even if you fake it, baby, I'll take what's coming for me. Yeah, I've got a monster living deep inside, and even if you let it get you, it's gonna eat you alive. It's gonna eat you alive.
A real animal. I'm just a real animal. A real animal. I'm just you're not that crazy, and you can't change me, 'cause I'm a real animal. Got a driver in the car, gonna drive her away. You're not that crazy, and you can't change me, 'cause I'm a real
Just know I'll take it, grab it from the tree, and even if you fake it, baby, I'll take what's coming for me. Yeah, I've got a monster living deep inside, and even if you let it get you, it's gonna eat you alive. It's gonna eat you alive.
A real animal. I'm just a real animal. A real animal.
Just know I'll take it, grab it from the tree, and even if you fake it, baby, I'll take what's coming for me. Yeah, I've got a monster living deep inside, and even if you let it get you, it's gonna eat you alive.
right, that was track 7 of the preview of the album, and we now have roughs for panels 1 and 2. So hopefully you can kind of see those. Basically, it's going to be like, panel 1, that's the gossip where she's the first lady to the right is saying, Miss Browning does not look at all well. And then the next one is she seems merry enough. And now we're going to basically zoom in on these figures and kind of do the last 2 panels, which is actually pretty exciting. So we're making good time. And again, the hope is today to hopefully crash before, before 2. Okay. Let me turn this off for a second, and then we'll just merge these 2. Merge the visible. I thought I could merge the visible. I was on the wrong layer. That's why. Okay, merge visible. Merge visible. And then since we're about 2 panels in on this rough, I'm going to move this up. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. And then I'm going to make my list right here just so I can kind of see. Actually, I don't even think I need the list. I think we're good. So we're going to rough out the last 2 panels. But what I'll do, since we've been going for an hour, is play a trailer. And then from there, let me remember where we're at too for songs. I think we just played 7, but I'll catch up on that in a second. Here is the Wordzoid trailer. I'll be right back.
Well, Peter, since I'm such a big music fan, I'm going to have to go with Karen Carpenter.
Oh, Stu, I'm sorry. That's the incorrect answer. Trish, what you got for us?
I'm gonna go with Kim Gordon.
All right, let's check that answer. Kim Gordon. Do we have a Kim Gordon? Yes, and that means you're our new Wordzoid champion, Trish. Dale, tell Trish what she's won. Trish, you've won a copy of 2 stories, a memoir of faith and mental illness. Handwritten, hand-drawn, and handed to you by artist and writer Joshua Kemble. But wait, that's not all. You've also won a copy of Jacob's Apartment, the story of a doomed romance. What happens when you take Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind and put it in a blender with Ghost World? You get Jacob's Apartment, written and illustrated by Joshua Kemble. Trish, thank you for playing Wordzoid.
All right, great job, Trish.
I was told I was gonna get a lifetime supply of paper towels.
All right. We're doing the preview of Stumbling Blindly Onto the Road. My latest solo album. This is the unmastered version, and I'm working on roughs for page 138 of the graphic novel Not Death But Love, the Strange Supernatural Story of Elizabeth Barrett Browning, and we're working on roughing out the last 2 panels. Oh, wait. Okay, good. Yeah, we're on track 8. This one I really like, actually, a lot. So, actually, I like all of these songs, but this one in particular, I was pretty proud of. It was interesting.
busy till you're bored of boring, wholesome to the soaring planets that are orbiting sun inside the solar system, running like a piston. In spite of this insistence, your existence is just chance. Meanwhile, neutrinos and atoms dance. You decaying sycophant, try to hold the candle, but you can't. Offer the hope of the great orchestrator. You offer slow decaying labor, a slow death and nothing greater. The significance of vapor, the hiss of a dying fire, can't compare to the eternal breath that made the air you breathe. Constants holding all the things, black holes engulfing everything, the universe and everything that you believe. And then you'll be sorted and sifted with a sieve. So don't feel that bad if you talk bad about my belief. The mold I'm pouring into clay that dries and splits into Cast the mold I'm poured into clay that dries and splits into
All right, so that's track 8 off of Stumbling Blindly Onto the Road, the new solo album that is coming out very shortly. And if you want to know when it's coming out, just hit that first link in the show notes. Cool. So we've finished the second to last panel. I'm actually really liking this sequence. And now we're going to go to panel 4, the easy page today, 4-panel page. Probably the lowest amount of panels on any page. Most of them have at minimum 6 in this whole book. So we're going to finish up roughing out page 138 for Not Death But Love, The Strange Supernatural Story of Elizabeth Barrett Browning. And here is track 9.
Starting to see that I can't think straight, and all around me are the indicators that we are heading toward disaster. There's fires on the hillside, we'll get buried in a landslide, and if we don't, then the earth will quake and take away all we hold dear, all we hold dear. Woo! Fires on the hillside, burning up the landscape, houses all capsized, washed away by the tide, ashes in the ocean, memories flow out like a tipped glass of water, full empty, descent. We have to find ourselves by the possessions we gather, things we cling to when we feel like they matter, hoarding, collecting, our house is built in clay, we lose all we hold dear in eruptions like Pompeii, all we hold dear. Surface over everything, but under the table there is pain we've never seen, glass-like, fragile, broken with the slightest touch. Surface over everything, but under the table there is pain we've never seen. Starting to see that I can't think straight, and all around me are the indicators that we are heading toward disaster. There's fires on the hillside, we'll get buried in a landslide, and if we don't, then the earth will quake and take away all we hold dear, all we hold dear. Woo! Fires on the hillside, burning up the landscape, houses all capsized, washed away by the tide, oceans in the ocean, memories flow out like a tipped glass of water, full empty, descent. We have to find ourselves by the possessions we gather, things we cling to when we feel like they matter, hoarding, collecting, our house is built in clay, we lose all we hold dear in eruptions like Pompeii, all we hold dear. All we hold dear, crystal surface over everything, but under the table there is pain we've never seen, glass-like, fragile, broken with the slightest touch, crystal surface over everything, but under the table there is pain we've never seen, all we hold dear.
All right, so that was track 9, and what's cool is I think we're actually going to time this perfectly, so I'll play you track 10, and then hopefully we'll be done with the panels by then, so you've gotten a preview of the new album, and I've finished my work for the night, almost. So here it is. Here's track 10.
Set 'em up, knock 'em down like dominoes. Lined up in single file like sheep. Ready to go to war like wind that blows. It's a march to destruction. Ready and willing to join in the cold. And I can see the downfall of it all. Yes, I can see the downfall. Watch it fall. Rewrite the laws under your feet. Then extend out your roots for them. The legacy cult has taken our country. They set it up, knock it down like dominoes. Take it all. Yeah, they wanna take it all. They wanna take it all. We've got the people that you need. Line 'em up, take 'em down like dominoes. We've got the people that you need. Line 'em up, take 'em down like dominoes. We've got the people that you need. Line 'em up, take 'em down like dominoes. We've got the people that you need. Line 'em up, take 'em down like dominoes. We've got people that you need. Line 'em up, take 'em down like dominoes. Line 'em up, take 'em down like dominoes. And I can see the downfall of it all. Yes, I can see the downfall. Watch it fall. And I can see the downfall of it all. Yes, I can see the downfall. Watch it fall. And I can see the downfall of it all. Yes, I can see the downfall. Watch it fall. And I can see the downfall of it all. Yes, I can see the downfall. Watch it fall. And I can see the downfall of it all. Yes, I can see the downfall. Watch it fall. And I can wanna take it all. Yeah, they wanna take it all. They wanna take it all.
Cool. So that was the preview of all 10 songs from the album. Hopefully you found that interesting. If you're watching this after the fact and it's later today, please hit like and subscribe and hit the bell so you get notifications when we're about to go live. Again, if you want to support what I do, you can pick up a copy of Jacob's Apartment or Two Stories, my 2 graphic novels that are currently out. You can get them on Amazon. You can order them from your local bookstores, especially Jacob's Apartment is at a lot of Barnes and Nobles and things like that. You can request that a library orders it. That's always a really good way to help out and support indie comics. And if you don't have the cash flow or whatever, go to the local library and see if they have a copy of Jacob's Apartment. Okay, so we finished the rough for page 138 of Not Death But Love, The Strange Supernatural Story of Elizabeth Barrett Browning, and now I am going to crash, but let me very slowly show you like what we kind of comped out. So again, like, it's Mrs. Browning doesn't look at all well, and Sophie is basically walking Browning over to the other side. Now they've walked over there. Browning is kind of leaning on the railing, so still not doing too well. And then the 2 gossips are saying, she seems merry enough. And then one of the gossips says, no doubt the laudanum gives her vigor, but surely she is in no condition to entertain. And then the other gossip says, I dare say it was Mrs. Eckley's idea. She never misses a chance to show off her prize. So anyway, we're starting to get the hint that people are picking up on the strange relationship between Sophie and Elizabeth. That'll do it. Thank you guys. Again, I really appreciate you guys. And I will see you on the next live stream, probably tonight. Yeah, and hopefully tomorrow, or I should say later today, hopefully I'll get home, probably take a power nap, work on comics, and then when I'm working on comics, I'm always here. So again, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell so you get notifications when we're about to go live, and check out the new album. All right, see you guys. Thank you, and have a good day. Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to crumble!
I'm Joshua Kemble, and welcome to Joshua Kemble's live stream. I've been a freelance illustrator and graphic designer for over 20 years. I was an art director for 9 years. And when I'm not art directing and working on illustrations and graphic designs, I'm working on comic books and graphic novels, and that's usually what I do during my streams. And while conversations can go all over the place on this stream, from spicy and entertaining to goofy and silly, one thing stays consistent throughout every stream. I'll always be working on art. So pull up a chair, get your art supplies out, and get ready for an entertaining show that'll keep you company while you work on your own personal art projects. This is Joshua Kemble's Art Stream.